Hello everybody, Last Night here, and welcome back to another video where we review toys and packaging don't matter. I'm going to do this to the smaller packaging so I can take it. I'm not going to do it to the bigger ones. But anyway, so today we're going to be taking a look at something that I swore to myself never to freaking review. Transformers, Earthrise, Leader Class, Optimus Prime. So here we are. Here's the figure. But yeah, so here he is in his red and blue truck mode. I'm gonna take off the trailer, just put it off to the side for now. Just take a look at him. Now, this is a older figure. Not older, but it is an old figure. So you know, some of the stuff might be improved, I don't know. But you know, this is pretty much our heavy remold of the Siege Prime. Just to make, like all the Earthrising Kingdom figures are, you know, they're heavy remolds of their Siege counterparts. And yeah, you know, you get the silver, lots of silver going throughout. You know, you get the silver gas tanks, silver smokestacks, you know. The camera would focus. Silver rims, which were painted. Not a lot of things were painted on this guy. Not a lot. But, you know, because, you know, these G1 figures barely had any paint on them anyway, so. And, you know, the typical feet in the back. So yeah, he rolls at things that have wheels should roll. That's good for him. So yeah. Now, in my personal opinion, this has got to be like the closest mainline representation of Optimus Prime, like the most G1 accurate. If you want to go, like, you know, like into a full discussion, keep it on Reddit, please. Just keep it on Reddit if you want to discuss which figure is the most G1 representation of Optimus Prime. I don't care. I got this because you know, it's cheap. It's not really cheap. I'll discuss that in a little bit. But, you know, it's not expensive. You know, it's not going to have me, you know, spending, you know, an organ, you know, selling an organ to, you know, get it. And, you know, it's fairly good. You know, it's decent. So, yeah. And I've got to say that this has got to be the closest. It's kind of like a Voyager-sized MP10 Masterpiece Optimus Prime, the second version, which is considered to be one of the best Transformers figures of all time. Because that figure is actually pretty solid. I've tried to get my hands on that, but it's impossible these days. Because that figure's really old. So, you know. Yeah, and the side view mirrors were also painted by me. But yeah. So, there you have that. Now, for comparison, we're gonna have a lot of comparisons today. Mostly in robot mode, but we're gonna have a lot of comparisons today. So, let's start off with, here he is with the Last Night Voyager Prime. Let's see. Next goes there with the Nightverse Prime. And somebody tell me in the comments what Nightverse means, because I don't know what that. I thought Nightverse meant this, but apparently Nightverse is meaning the Bumblebee movie and onward. I don't know. Anyway, here he is with Attack Prime, third party figure. Here he is with, I did say, in my Sideswipe review, I did say that I wouldn't be transforming him again, because his leg was broken, but I actually got him transformed. Here he is with the Studio Series Optimus Prime. His leg, I did Gorilla Glue his leg, but I don't know how well that's going to hold up. I'm not really that confident in Gorilla Glue. I mean, it has worked decently, but, you know, I don't want to try and, you know, break this, because it's the only Studio Series Prime that I have, and finding one now is, you know, a pain in the butt. So anyway, there you have that. And last but not least, here he is with the Siege mold. This is Nemesis Prime repaint, but it's basically the same mold. You can see, you know, it's a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer, or a little bit shorter than the Siege mold. You know. So, there you go. Now, it does come with a few accessories. That first off being the trailer. Just set them off back here. Now, what you can do is you can flip out this little lever right here, and that kind of the feet right there, and you can, you know, act like that. You can open this up, and you can swing that down. You know, you can fit some deluxes in here. Like here's the Deluxe Viacon. He doesn't really fit in there comfortably, but he does. Nope, he doesn't. I think it's because, you know, he's way too big, or maybe because the anti-aircraft gun is in there. That might be the reason. I haven't tried a lot of figures to fit in here, but I think Sideswipe does fit. Prowl maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. This is an old figure, so I don't know. But, you know, and you can also open this up like that. And, you know, you can have, you know, a little bed there. You can have just Prime sitting there. And, you know, it's a lot of playability, so, you know. We'll talk about the trailer more in robot mode, because some of the accessories apply more to robot mode. So, yeah, there you have that. And he also comes with his rifle. Camera will focus. Done in all black with the handle done in gray, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't really like this. I mean, it's not a bad Optimus Prime rifle, but let me just bring out the Siege rifle. This one's been weathered. This one's the one that I got from Nemesis Prime. I do like this one a lot better because, you know, it's a lot longer. You know, this one just looks like, you know, like, what the hell. It just doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good. If I did have like a third one of these, I'm using both of them for both the Nemesis Prime and Siege Prime. I would equip him with this, but you know, it's whatever. So you know, you can use this, and this does fold. It does have a hinge, kind of like MP10, and you can just there's a port back here. You just plug it in right there, and, you know, does it go the other way? Can it even go the other way? Yeah, it can. Okay. So you can have it like that. It's not the most elegant storage, but, you know, there is a better way to store it. If you bring in the trailer again, you can store it under here. Nope, you can't. Never mind. Look at that. I know I had it stored like one way. Oh wait, I think I know what I did. I had the rifle, I think, folded out. Maybe. It doesn't impede it. It is sticking out the back, but you know, it's like whatever. You know, you can have it facing this way, and that just looks provocative. I'm gonna stop that because, you know, that's probably gonna get age restricted. but you know, so you know you can store this on the trailer. We'll talk about everything else later. Now there is one more accessory, but we'll get to that more when we get into robot mode. So yeah. Speaking of robot mode, let's get down to transformation. So transformation is similar to Siege, but not all that similar. So what you're going to do first is you're going to, if they haven't already, flip in these gas cans right there. You're going to bring, well, before you do that, you want to untab all this. Untab these panels right here, and then untab these panels right here. And you're going to bring all this up, like that. Then what you want to do is you want to bring all this down, like that. Fold these down, split the legs, fold out the feet, and then you have the little body all done. Right now, no you can't. Then you want to, what you want to do is you want to bring the arms out. Now you can rotate the waist 180. You want to bring in these filler pieces right here. Fold them in. You want to fold the front bumper section and fold it back. Just fold it into itself. We'll talk about that later because that does do something else. Bring this little panel down right here. Flip out the head. Fold in these panels all the way in. Fold these panels in. Fold this in, and then fold all this in. Now my advice with this part of the transformation is, I don't know how you can see, but right there, this little ridge, I have heard that some people have, you know, had problems with that. So if it does give you an issue, just shave it down, and it'll be fine. I shaved that down as much as I could. I don't think I did anything to it. But anyway, then what you want to do is you want to tab all this in like that. And what you want to do is you want to tab the back panel in right here. It's kind of hard to do. Come on, come on. There you go. You have that. Then bring up the hand. Bring in this panel. Bring up the hand. Close it up. There you have a hand. Or an arm all done. Same thing on the other side. Flip that down. Flip it out. Bring the hand out. Flip that back in. And raise up the camera a little bit. There we have Earthrise Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and there's a good looking G1 Prime, you know? It's very, very screen accurate. So, let's take a quick look at that head sculpt. Nicely done head sculpt. This is basically the same thing as a Siege Prime's head sculpt. Now, on your copy, you will, in this little groove right here, where the eyes are, you will have it be just plain old blue. There are two ways to remedy that. One, you take the Siege Prime's head and you swap it with this one, and you know, there you have that, which is what I did originally. Or two, which is my permanent fix, you just apply some silver paint to the outside. You might have to split the head. I would not advise that because I don't want to damage that, so I just carefully tried to apply paint in there. So yeah, nice chest. I like that it's not faux, not a faux chest. You know, very MP10 forearms. Nice hands that the camera will focus. You know, very, very screen accurate. And, you know, just all around a very, very nice figure. Move the camera forward a little bit. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, so you get some wiggle waggle. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in, out. You do get a backwards butterfly joint because of that transformation joint. You do get a bicep swivel. You get a bend at 90 degrees. You get a wrist swivel, and you get opening hands, which is not a lot, which is a lot more common on Transformers these days. You do get waist rotation, but not a lot. We'll talk about that later. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. Again, we'll talk about that later. They can go that far. You can do the full splits. You do have thigh rotation. You do have a bend over 90 degrees. It's not a double bend, but it's a really, really deep knee bend. You do have toes can move down, heel can move down, and you do have your ankle tiltage. So, and he's really pretty well articulated too. So, you know. Now, one thing I meant to talk about when he was in vehicle mode is his price range. Now, I do know that, you know, most leader, you know, if you think about a leader class figure, you think of like this guy. This is the Takara Age of Extinction leader class Optimus Prime, of course, with Kibble Fix. Let me just... These two are in the same price range. I mean, this one was, you know, probably less. This is probably the price of a deluxe because I got this at, I think, MegaCon Orlando. Also, that live stream was... If you go back, that live stream was just plain old garbage. But yeah, these two are in the same price range. Look how much smaller Earthrise Prime is compared to him. But many people have been having a problem with this. Is that, you know, the scaling of some of these characters are really getting, either they're getting bigger, like deluxe classes are getting bigger, and Voyager classes are getting smaller, and leaders are getting smaller. Now, let me bring in Kingdom Cyclonus. Voyager size, or Voyager price point. Let me bring in 86 Hot Rod. Voyager price point. Of course, you know, this is a leader price point, but way smaller, and yet it's Voyager price point. Now, some of the leaders in the Kingdom line have been, you know, they have been a little bit smaller. But, you know, many people have been having a problem with this. Especially with Optimus Prime. And I do have a tiny bit problem. I'll talk about that when I get into size comparisons. But anyway, now we can go back to the trailer for a little bit. And just bring the camera down a little bit. I forgot to talk about the details. You got the blue stripe here, the Autobot symbol. I would paint this silver, but here's the thing. I do not feel like messing up this. I do not feel like messing up this. I really don't want to mess this up. Now, I know there's a repro label set out there. I do know about that. However, I don't have digital money. Like credit card or debit card or something like that, or check or something. I don't have that. I have the good old paper money. And I can only buy stuff in store. So yeah, repo labels are not gonna be an option for me. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. But yeah, you know. Now you can open the, I did paint the tail lights, by the way. Sorry. You can open this up, like I said, and you can take this back door, and you can slide it off. And if you take Prime, he does have a port right here on his arm. And this is what most of the images show. You can have a little shield, and if I bring in a blast effect, I'm just using the blast effect that came with the Nemesis Prime spoiler pack, you can put some blast effects right there. That's pretty neat. Now the shield I don't have a problem with. It's the actual trailer itself. I know that some people have said that this trailer is too small. I don't care because I'm not going to display him with the trailer. The trailer takes up way too much space. So he's going to be sitting with the Nemesis Prime trailer just sitting on the ground. But, you know, I don't really like how this, you know, is. Now, I know that I think Non-F Productions has made a upgrade kit for this. Again, I don't have digital money, so yeah. And again, you now you can take... Oop, I unplugged him a little bit prematurely. You can take this and extend it. And, you know, you have the anti-aircraft gun. There's a hinge at the base right here. There's a hinge right here. There's a swivel right there. A hinge right there. And you get 2 ball joints for the arms. So yeah. So you can, you know, have that. What I think, or what some people have done with their alternate universe Prime, aka their dead Optimus Prime, is they've been taking it and they've just been taking it here and making that just like his deathbed. That's pretty cool. I don't have that dead universe Optimus Prime. This is the only Earthrise mold that I have. There's been a couple repaints of this. There's been the Netflix, the Gen Select Shatterglass, and then the Dead Universe. But no Nemesis Prime. Anyway, what you can also do is you can fold that up, have it like that, have it like this. And you can, you know, have it like that. Kind of like as a repair bay, like that. You know, lots of playability to have. So yeah. Now, we'll bring this back in for a sec because I'm going to talk about his weapons, how he can hold his weapons. Of course, you know, his rifle, or his weapon, more. His rifle you can store there, or you can fold it out. Oop, man, I dropped it. You know. And, you know, he can wield that so you can, you know, pew, 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 and all that good stuff. You can have it like that. These are, you know, blast effects compatible. I don't think I don't have any blast effects that can actually port into the blaster, but you know, if you do, good for you. But I don't have any, so you know, that's that. Now, like I said before, you know, I prefer the siege gun. It does work, although it doesn't sit, you know, as far, doesn't like rest comfortably, not like comfortably, but you know, it doesn't rest as good in his hands as the one that comes with him. So you know, that's kind of a problem. I mean, not like a problem, but you know, that's that. You can also take the anti-aircraft gun, untab it, and there is a port right there, and you can have that kind of like a turret, like that. Raise up a little bit. You can have a turret like that, so that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I got to talk about is something that is really, really appreciative of Hasbro. Let me just get this out of the way real quick. What Hasbro did for this figure is really, really good. Now, we're gonna come back to his back. And as you can see, you know, he just has the tires just sitting there. You can remedy that. If you just unfold this, you'll see that it's on a little bar. You know, there's a little pin right there. And it's just on a clip. So what you can do is you can fold that back out and take that out. And just fold that back up, throw that away. You don't throw that away if you want to transform it again. Just keep it in like a bucket or something. But that is really, really neat, you know. I feel like more figures need to have that, you know, removable kibble. You know, and that's really, really good. I know that Elita 1 has that kind of feature, where she can remove pretty much 50% of the car from her back and make it a lot more, like, a lot cleaner backpack. So, you know. So, you know, that's that. You know. Now, one more accessory that, you know, I'm pretty sure most people will want this for is inside his chest. Now, if you can open up his chest, he's got a little matrix in there, which is pretty cool. Mine fits loosely, but you can see. Really well done matrix. Silver for the handle. You've got orange for the energy containment center, whatever the hell it is. I did use metallic blue on the jewel, just because it looks a lot better. So yeah, and this just does go in there, and it is the same one that Hot Rod came with. So you know. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Alright, saddle up, people, because we got a lot of comparisons to go through. So what should we start with? So for comparison, here he is with Last Night Voyager Optimus Prime. Voyager price point, Leader's price point. Pow. Here he is, ow, with APC Toys Attack Prime. I just, I wouldn't say snapped, yeah, kind of like snapped my hip. It's not broken, it's just, you know, I popped it. So, there you have that. Here he is with Studio Series Prime, Leader Prime. These both are at the same price range. Could you imagine that? So, you have that. I'm gonna stick him in the middle because I'm gonna do a double feature. Here he is with Netflix Soundwave and Earthrise Starscream. Just because, you know, see how they scale. So we have that. Here is with Kingdom Primal. You can see Monkey and Truck. Here he is with his GF Elita 1. That. Just because, here he is with Kingdom Cyclonus, who is another great figure, which I think you you guys should pick up. So we have that. Here's with 86 Hot Rod, just because. Here he is next to Last Night Voyager Megatron, who has had a major repaint. I did try to match the painting of what was it, Black Mamba, Skybreaker, the battle damage version of Skybreaker, which is the knockoff, downscaled version of the Unique Toys Challenger, or not Challenger, Dragoon, which is the Last Night Voyager Megs, which is a really good figure, which I really want. But you know, I did try to copy off the color, the weathering and the dry brushing that guy did, and I tried to apply it to here. So you have that. And last but not least, here he is with Siege Prime. Of course, you know, weathered to all hell. You know, they do share similarities. Pretty much the panel of their legs is the same. I think the thighs are the same. Well, their front thighs are the same. Their feet are the same. The front of their shins are the same. The way they transform is similar. Their heads are the same, like I said before. And yeah, you know, overall, you know. Now, if you want something to go along with the Netflix show, get this guy. Or if you just want a Cybertronian Prime, get this guy. But if you want like a very show accurate G1 Prime, get this guy. Or if you just want both, go for both. Although this guy, I think there's a 2-pack on Big Bad Toy Store with this guy and Siege Megatron, as well as the premium finish, which is Costy. I think the Kingdom version of this guy is available on Big Bad Toy Store as well. I don't know, so you know, just for one last shot. So there you have Earthrise Optimus Prime, and yeah, a really well done figure. You know, vehicle mode looks good, robot mode looks excellent. You know, of course, you gotta do some kibble fix, which, you know, you don't need any tools for, which is really appreciated. You know, quality wise, he feels good. Nothing is broken on me. However, there is a little bit of paint chipping, or paint. Yeah, like paint chipping at his hands. I don't think the paint is strong enough for his hands. So, you know, that might be a problem. But it's not really that much of a problem to me. You know, the paint is pretty solid and minimal. So, you know, this is one of the only mainline Transformers that come... only one of the only mainline Optimus Primes that comes with a Matrix. I think the Hunt for the Decepticons comes with one, and yeah, the Hunt for the Decepticons Battle Blades Optimus comes with a Matrix, and I think that might be it for like Matrixes. Siege kind of can replicate that with the front of his truck with his backpack. But, you know, this is better. This is way better. You know, of course, this is the same as Hot Rod's Matrix, so, you know, if you want to put the blast effect, if you want to put the effect piece in there, it's a little bit tight, but it will work. If you want to swap the matrices, on my copy, Hot Rod's Matrix is a little bit too tight. Well, not too tight, but it's a little bit snug. So I'm not going to try to do that. I'm going to keep this matrix in him, and then I'm going to keep Hot Rod's Matrix with him. Hopefully, for Christmas, I'm probably going to get Rodimus. I've found some places that sell Rodimus. But yeah. So yeah, now, at the time of this recording, my Jolt review, my Studio Series Jolt review has gone up, so go check that out. I do have my my retro review, my old school review. It is edited. I just gotta upload that. I'll probably do that maybe in the next day or two. Today's Sunday, so tomorrow, you know, I have to go to work. So I'll probably upload the retro review the next day or two. I have to finalize that. Studio Series Sideswipe has been filmed. I just gotta edit and that and then upload it. But other than that, there is no other reviews. There's gonna be one more, probably one or two more retro reviews, and then that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for a while. So, you know. So, I guess that's it. So, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram for vlogs, you know, and stuff in my life down in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, because your opinion matters to me. And yeah, so there is the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime and the Suzuka Sang. Remember, we are here. We are waiting.
We are here. We are waiting.